buttercup. You're a puppy dog. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into something I'm sure you've been thinking about a lot lately. Leadership.
Yeah.
In the age of AI.
It's everywhere.
Right. Specifically, how to stay authentic as a leader. Even as algorithms seem to be taking on more and more in the workplace. So our guide for this deep dive, a Forbes article
Cool.
called Leading Through the AI Storm, The Power of Authentic Leadership.
Catchy title.
Right. So maybe you're already seeing AI changes at work. Or maybe you're just curious about the future of leadership in this crazy, rapidly changing world.
Yeah, for sure.
Either way,
Buckle up.
buckle up, because we're going to uncover some thought-provoking insights.
And maybe even challenge a few assumptions along the way.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, keep things interesting.
Exactly. So the article really focuses in on this key tension. AI is great at things like processing tons of data.
Oh, yeah, it's a master at that.
Right. Making predictions.
Right.
But it's those core human leadership qualities, building trust, inspiring teams, shaping a positive culture.
That human touch.
Yeah, that still require,
A human.
a human.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Well, the article quotes Kara Herzog.
Okay.
She's the president of Innovative Employee Solutions.
Got it.
And she puts it perfectly.
I'll lay it on us.
While AI can offer insights and process vast amounts of information, it is still the human mind that produces innovative ideas and strategies.
Okay.
Great leaders are the ones who can bring people together, encourage out-of-the-box thinking, and create an environment where creativity and innovative ideas can thrive.
I like that.
So it really boils down to this. AI can give you the roadmap,
Okay.
but it takes a human leader to inspire people to take the journey,
Well, that's good.
you know?
I like that a lot. It's almost like AI provides the raw materials.
Yes.
But it takes human intuition, empathy, experience
Exactly.
to actually build something truly meaningful.
And the article digs into 4 strategies for authentic leadership. In this new AI landscape,
Awesome.
I'm eager to hear your take on that.
Me too. The first one
Yeah.
is lead with being human.
Lead with being human.
It sounds so simple,
Yeah.
but I think it's actually really profound,
Especially now.
especially now. So how can a leader really embody this
Yeah.
in a world where it's so tempting to
Just like the robots do.
let the algorithms call all the shots? It's more than just saying you're human.
Right. It's about walking the walk. It's
Yeah.
about remembering that AI, for all its power, is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used thoughtfully or carelessly.
Right.
An authentic leader uses AI to empower their team,
Okay.
not to distance themselves from them.
I see.
So think of it this way. Instead of relying solely on an algorithm to analyze, employee performance,
Right.
a leader who prioritizes human connection might have regular one-on-one meetings where they actively listen,
Yeah.
empathize with challenges, and offer genuine support.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's about showing that you value each person,
The whole person.
their individual contributions and their well-being, not just
Their data points.
data points. And that actually segues perfectly
Oh, perfect.
into the second strategy, building trust through transparency and consistency.
I like it.
This reminds me of Unilever
Okay.
and how they've been using AI in their hiring process.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So they were very upfront about using algorithms to analyze video interviews,
Okay.
but they were also very deliberate about making sure this was just the first step,
Got it.
not the whole process.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a first pass.
Yeah. And they really emphasized that the human element was still at the heart of it all.
Okay.
AI helped streamline the initial screening, but it freed up their human recruiters to really connect with candidates on a deeper level.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant example of how AI can enhance, not replace,
The human touch.
which builds trust with candidates and shows current employees that they're not just
Cogs in a machine.
cogs in a machine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's also a fantastic example of how transparency can mitigate anxiety during times of change.
Oh, for sure.
This is something that Matt Strain, CEO of the Prompt AI for Real People, talks about in the article.
Okay.
He warns leaders
What does he say?
the impact of AI won't look the same for everyone on your team.
Oh.
While some eagerly embrace new tools, others may harbor deep concerns about job security, team dynamics, or ethical implications.
And it makes sense.
Yeah,
Change is always unsettling.
it is.
And when you throw powerful new technology into the mix, it's natural for people to worry.
Of course.
But when leaders are open about how AI is being used
Right.
and what it means for the team,
Yes.
it helps build that foundation of trust.
Absolutely. And being consistent in your actions and messaging is just as important. You know, when a leader's behavior aligns with their words, it reinforces that sense of stability and predictability,
Okay.
even amidst change.
Otherwise, that tiny seed of doubt
Oh, yeah. It can
can grow into something that really undermines
undermines the whole thing.
the team's confidence.
Exactly.
Especially in a world where the only constant seems to be change.
That's the truth.
Which leads us to the third strategy.
Ooh, what is it?
Inspire your team with passion and purpose.
Okay.
This is where authentic leadership gets really interesting in the age of AI.
Interesting.
I think we can get so caught up in the technology itself
Right.
that we forget why we're using it in the first place.
It happens a lot.
It does.
So much shiny new stuff.
Right.
The article emphasizes that it's not just about hitting KPIs or checking things off a to-do list.
Right.
It's about tapping into a deeper sense of purpose,
Okay.
a shared mission that gives meaning to the work,
Mm-hmm.
especially when anxieties are running high during AI integrations.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I think that's where a leader's genuine passion comes in.
Oh, yeah.
If they truly believe in the mission, if they can articulate it in a way that resonates with the team,
Yeah.
it can be incredibly contagious.
Okay.
Suddenly, AI isn't the scary unknown anymore.
Right.
It's a tool for achieving something meaningful, something bigger than themselves.
Love that.
And Matt Strain adds to this by saying, in an era where AI can feel depersonalizing, authentic leaders create intimate spaces where teams can come together, share concerns, and collaboratively explore how AI enhances rather than diminishes their value.
Wow, that's powerful.
Right.
It's about making sure technology serves human needs and aspirations, not the other way around.
Not the other way around.
So we've got leading with humanity,
Yes.
building trust through transparency, and inspiring through purpose.
Inspiring, yes.
What's the final piece of the puzzle?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
For navigating this AI storm with authentic leadership,
Lay it on me.
the last strategy is all about upholding ethical leadership.
Okay, ethics, big one.
And this is a big one, right?
Yeah, especially now.
Because the more powerful AI becomes,
Uh-huh.
the more complex the ethical considerations.
For sure.
So it's about making sure
Yeah.
that these technologies are being used
Responsibly.
responsibly,
You're fairly.
ethically,
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
And the article emphasizes the importance of transparency.
Oh, transparency, so important.
When it comes to AI decision-making,
Yeah.
like if an algorithm is being used to screen job applicants,
Yeah. Yeah.
leaders need to be able to explain
Yeah.
how it works
Right.
and why certain decisions were made.
That's crucial.
Yeah.
Transparency is definitely key, but it's not just about explaining the what.
Okay.
It's also about the why.
The why.
For example, like, why was a particular AI tool chosen? How does it align with the company's values and ethical guidelines?
Right. Yeah.
Leaders need to be proactive about anticipating potential issues and putting safeguards in place.
And probably be prepared to have some tough conversations
Oh, yeah,
along the way.
for sure.
Right. Because
Okay.
not everyone is going to be comfortable with every application of AI.
Exactly. And that's where the human element comes in again.
Right.
An authentic leader is willing to listen to those concerns, acknowledge different perspectives, and
Yeah.
find ways to move forward in a way that feels ethical and inclusive,
Yeah.
you know?
It sounds like these 4 strategies,
Yeah.
leading with humanity, building trust, inspiring with purpose, and upholding ethical leadership, they're really all interconnected.
They are.
They all point back to the importance of prioritizing the human experience,
Yes.
even as AI becomes more integrated into our lives.
I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Awesome.
And what's really encouraging is that these are all fundamentally human skills.
Okay.
They're about empathy, integrity, and the ability to connect with others on a deeper level.
So in a way,
Yeah.
maybe the rise of AI is actually pushing us to become more human,
More human.
not less.
I believe that's true.
Okay, before we move on,
Okay.
I want to ground this conversation in a real-world example.
Love it.
We touched on Unilever briefly,
Right.
but let's dive a little deeper into how they've managed to weave these principles of authentic leadership into their AI journey.
I'm all for that. Seeing how these principles play out in practice always brings things into focus.
So we were talking about Unilever and how they used AI in their hiring process.
Right. And one of the most interesting things about their approach is that they recognized early on that AI could actually be a powerful tool for addressing unconscious bias in hiring.
That's fascinating. I hadn't thought about that angle before.
Yeah, AI can help remove some of the human subjectivity that can sometimes creep into decision-making.
For sure.
Things like a person's name or where they went to school.
Right.
Those factors shouldn't matter. But they sometimes do, even if we don't realize it.
It's true.
So how did Unilever specifically use AI to mitigate bias in their hiring process?
Well, they developed algorithms that focus on skills and experience rather than demographic information.
Smart.
They even went so far as to strip identifying information from resumes during the initial screening phase.
Wow, so you're just looking at...
Yeah, so they could really evaluate candidates purely on their merits.
I like that.
And it probably helped them build a more diverse workforce as a result.
It did.
Which is something they were actively striving for.
It was. And this ties back to what we were discussing earlier about transparency and ethical leadership.
Right.
By being upfront about how they were using AI and why Unilever built trust with both their employees and potential hires.
Absolutely.
It sent a clear message.
What kind of message?
That they were committed to creating a fair and inclusive workplace where everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed.
Yeah, it shows they're really putting their money where their mouth is. It wasn't just about being ethical. It was also about being smart.
Right.
By tapping into a wider pool of talent, they were able to find the best people for the job, regardless of background.
Which ultimately benefits everyone,
right?
The company, the employees, and the customers they serve.
Exactly. A win-win-win.
I love those.
Okay, so we've seen how Unilever exemplified leading with humanity and building trust. How about inspiring with passion and purpose? Does their approach offer any lessons there?
Definitely remember the article emphasized that in an AI-driven world, it's crucial for leaders to connect their teams to a larger mission.
Right.
Unilever did this brilliantly by focusing on their sustainability initiatives.
Oh, right. Unilever has been a leader in sustainable business practices for years.
They have, and they've been very intentional about integrating AI into those efforts.
How so?
For example, they've used AI to optimize their supply chains, reduce waste, and develop more eco-friendly products.
So they're not just using AI to make more money. They're using it to make a positive impact on the world.
Precisely. And by communicating that purpose clearly to their employees, they've been able to inspire them and foster a sense of shared ownership in those goals.
It creates a sense of pride and belonging.
Yes.
Knowing that your work is contributing to something bigger than yourself.
Exactly. And that's something that AI alone can never replicate.
It makes me think of that quote from Kara Herzog about how great leaders are the ones who can bring people together and create an environment where innovative ideas can thrive.
Unilever seems to be doing just that.
They do. It's
a powerful reminder that even in the age of AI, human leadership remains essential.
Now, what about upholding ethical leadership? How has Unilever navigated that aspect of the AI integration?
Well, they recognized early on that AI could present some unique ethical challenges. So they established a set of clear principles to guide their AI development and deployment.
Like what kind of principles?
Things like ensuring that their AI systems are fair, transparent, and accountable. They also committed to protecting people's privacy and using data responsibly.
That makes sense. It's about anticipating potential pitfalls and putting safeguards in place from the start.
Exactly. And they've been very open about their process, sharing their learnings and best practices with other companies.
So they're not just leading by example.
Right.
They're also helping to shape the industry as a whole.
Right. And that's what true leadership is all about.
What is it about?
Taking responsibility for the impact of your actions and working to create a better future for everyone.
That's a powerful takeaway.
It is.
So we've seen how Unilever has successfully woven the 4 strategies of authentic leadership into its AI journey. They've led with humanity, built trust, inspired with purpose, and upheld ethical practices.
They have.
What do you think is the most important lesson we can learn from their example?
I think it's this. AI is not a magic bullet.
Okay.
It's a powerful tool, but it needs to be wielded thoughtfully and ethically.
And it's human leaders who ultimately determine how that happens.
Precisely. And I believe that as AI becomes more sophisticated, the need for authentic human leadership will only become more crucial.
It's a reminder that even in a world increasingly shaped by technology, it's those fundamental human qualities.
What are they?
Empathy, integrity, vision.
Those are the ones
that will continue to make all the difference.
Well said.
Okay, so we've explored these 4 strategies for authentic leadership in the age of AI.
We have.
And we've seen a real-world example of how they can be put into practice.
Yes, we have.
But before we wrap things up,
Okay.
I want to leave our listener with a final thought.
All right.
Something to ponder as they continue their own exploration of this complex landscape.
I'm all ears.
So we've talked about all the anxieties people have about AI, like job displacement and feeling like we're just data points,
Right.
But what if we looked at it from a different angle?
Okay.
What if, instead of fearing AI, we saw it as a chance to redefine what it means to be human at work?
Ooh, I like that. Redefine what it means to be human at work.
Exactly.
It's about reclaiming those qualities that make us uniquely human.
What are those?
Creativity, empathy, critical thinking, the ability to connect on a deeper level.
Those are the skills that no algorithm can replicate.
Yep.
And they're going to be more valuable than ever in a world where AI is handling more of the routine tasks.
Absolutely. The Forbes article talks about how AI can actually free us from those mundane tasks.
Oh, yeah.
And allow us to focus on the things that truly matter.
The big stuff.
The things that require that human touch.
So it's about using AI to augment our capabilities.
Yeah.
Not diminish them.
Exactly.
And that brings us back to the core of authentic leadership, doesn't it?
It does.
It's about recognizing the value of both human and artificial intelligence and finding ways to make them work together.
It's like a partnership, not a competition.
It's about leading with both our heads and our hearts.
I love that.
So to all of you listening, as you continue to navigate this AI revolution, I encourage you to embrace those human qualities that make you unique.
That's what makes you special.
Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo, to ask tough questions, and to lead with empathy and integrity.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And remember, the future isn't something that happens to us.
Right.
It's something we create together.
We have the power.
So go out there and be the kind of leader this new world needs.
What kind of leader is that?
A leader who's not just tech-savvy, but also human-centered.
Human-centered.
A leader who understands that the most powerful intelligence of all is the kind that can never be replicated by a machine.
Well said. I think that's a fantastic note to end on.
I think so, too.
Thanks for having me on this deep dive.
Oh, of course.
It's been a truly thought-provoking conversation.
Yeah, this has been great.
Lots to think about.
The pleasure was all mine.
Yeah.
And to everyone listening, thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of authentic leadership in the age of AI. We hope you found it insightful, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit challenging.
Keeps those wheels turning.
Right.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a puppy dog. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.